Welcome in, everybody. I'm so glad you're here. The weather's awful. It's just awful. And but as much as we've got thunderstorms in the forecast for the rest of the day, it should clear off a little bit in the afternoon around between 5 and 6 around that time. Then we've got rain and that throughout the day. Extended forecast, we don't know, but at least I don't think that there's some severe threat today. It looks like it is all storms, just all thunderstorms, but watch out for lightning. It's a real thing. Well, we're going to kick things off today with a little throwback. Remember when you used to watch the Ralph Emery show? And I had a friend, Brenda Fielder, who would go and visit Ralph on his show. And they were a company that had been around for a long time, and they built sunrooms. They put siding on houses, Mid-South exteriors, and they have extended what all they do. But I still love what a nostalgic throwback it is. And I always think about my buddy Ralph Emery when I see Brenda Fielder's face.
Hi, I'm Brenda Fielder. At Mid-South Exteriors, our custom sunrooms bring the sunshine in without all the heat and the bugs. And they keep you warm all winter while you enjoy the outdoors all year round. They add real value because we build them like your house to match your house. Or let us save you energy by replacing your windows and old siding. And because we have no retail overhead, we come to you and sell direct to you for less. Call us at 833-8003 or visit us at
MidSouthExteriors.com.
A lot of people right now, Brenda, I was talking with her. We visited at the Taste of Nashville, which we recorded this week at Live from the Omni. It's a fantastic show. It is coming up tomorrow on Main Street Media Television. But she was telling me how some people are, instead of doing a whole renovation on their house, what they're doing is they're changing a color of siding on their house. And it's making a huge difference. It's just taking everything, brightens things up, because siding, let's just face it, as much as it's less maintenance than anything else, the wear and tear of weather and stuff, sometimes it dulls. Maybe you just want a different color. And guess what? You can do that. They do that all the time. Well, our friends at Worth Beauty have a new product that I wanted to share with you. And I thought I would share it with you right now.
Hey, Worth Beauty. I am Terry Aponasevich, your resident beauty expert. I've got a trick for you today. I had this little dry patch that I got burned off from the dermatologist. So the Very Terry Beauty lip liner in Invisible is a great tool. You can put it over the dry patch as like a primer. You can go around the whole lip as an invisible barrier so that when you put your lip color on, it won't bleed or grab darker on a dry patch. This way, I've already got an invisible barrier so it won't bleed. It can help me even create my shape. And if for some reason I did make a mistake and went a little too, I can just use the pencil. At the top, where I have that dry patch, it's gonna be protected by the invisible barrier, so then it won't grab darker.
The company, in case you didn't hear it, Very Terry Beauty. And it's an Elizabeth, you know, when you have those little lines. Okay, if you're 20, you don't know this. But if you get older, and they always call them smokers lines. Well, I'm not a smoker, so I wouldn't call them that. But if you use a straw, a lot of people walk around with a drinking straw, always doing that. Those little lines are there, the same. Doesn't matter if you smoke, doesn't matter if you don't smoke. You're going to have those little lines. And that's where your lip products can kind of seep up into those lines. It just looks awful. Well, Very Terry Beauty has an invisible lip liner. How cool is that? How cool is that? Well, it's also a time, insurance is something that we love to talk about. But my friend Dave Manning, everybody knew him here in radio as Dave Hollywood Manning. Drove a Ferrari and was in sales. And that's what he always did with our radio station. And he is just such a character and a wonderful human being. And I thought I would throw back to a conversation with Dave Manning. We are going to help people right now by working with healthcare and insurance and all those subjects that make my mind go blah, 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 blah.
Dave Hollywood. The same thing with my mind.
Well, it's crazy. Dave Hollywood Manning. Everybody in the Nashville area knows you from radio, and people around the country. A lot of you know you, but you also have always had this love of people and wanting to help people. What in the world drew you to start 5-star insurance plans? And was it just really that heart cry to help people?
Well, it was really my health conditions. 2010, I traveled for 20, 30 years to various markets. And I think it just took a toll on my body. In 2010, I was, I had to have a triple bypass. I didn't have a heart attack. I didn't have any of that, but I was in such a bad shape that they went ahead and did a triple bypass. And God spoke to me. He said, this is being done to you because you need to help other people. I tried to find my agent and I couldn't find him. So there are agents that want just a commission check, but after they get their commission check, you can't find them. So I made a promise to myself and to the good Lord that, hey, look, I'm going to continue working with them no matter what. And then, as you know, I had the stomach cancer. I didn't get into the insurance full time. I was kind of messing around with the radio, and he said, okay, I told you I wanted you in insurance. So I said, you caught my attention. So I got, out of the radio and got into the insurance full time, and developed the 5-star insurance because I wanted to do it on my own without anybody impeding my process or my thinking and what to do, because there's so many people out there that want to get into your home. They want to do good, but they also have been told, get as much financial information as you can find from the individual. They're wanting to sell annuities. They're wanting to sell, anything that they can get their hands on that can get more money. So a lot of times people use the Medicare. Hey, we do free Medicare reviews to get more information out of people. And I tell them up front, look, and you see all these commercials that are running about make sure that you're getting everything that you can receive from, you might not be getting the dental and the vision and so forth. So, well, people that are hurting and needing something automatically will call these lines. They're not, but they're gathering information, and they don't tell you up front that there's difference. I don't want to confuse you or a lot of people, but there's basically HMOs and PPOs, the health maintenance organization, and then a provider organization. HMOs, you got to have referrals to go see specialists. The PPOs, you don't. So that's a big advantage, especially if you have a lot of doctors that are specialists. It's very hard to find an HMO plan that has your primary care physician and all your specialists.
Yeah, if you need an oncologist or a cardiologist, you really need to know, and you help them navigate that waters because you've already been down that river.
Yeah, and that it's nothing against being 21 or 22 selling insurance or selling product. But when you're walking into someone's home that's 60 or 65, they've had the sickness. They know, if they didn't have doctor's appointments, they wouldn't be going out anywhere. I mean, that's their entire life. And I do the same thing. I work around my cardiologist, my oncologist, your proctologist,
So just everything.
It. So when I'm speaking to someone, I can relate to what their problems are. I can relate to what they're going through. And I try to concentrate on two groups of people. One are seniors that are low subsidy, that are really not getting the money that they need. They have to every month they have to fight. Do I eat or do I buy prescriptions? Veterans, it's just so sad to see. A lot of people might dislike what I'm getting ready to say, but I don't think that we should be giving the immigrant, taking care of people coming into our country illegal. And then when you got veterans that have fought for people's lives that are sleeping in the street because they can't get the help from the government, that really upsets me. So
Well, you
work
are a
with veterans.
veteran. That's the deal. You are a veteran. So
I am a
you
veteran.
walk
I'm
through that as well.
69 to 72 during the Vietnam era. I see the people like sleeping on the streets, but the good thing about Congress did pass a law where they can have the veteran benefits, but they can also pick up a Medicare Advantage plan, which is zero premium. And with that comes money that will help them offset the cost of their Part B. And I'm getting way ahead of a lot of things, but those are the two groups of people that I really concentrate on because they're the ones that get taken advantage of the most.
Mm-hmm.
And it really irritates me when I do speak to the seniors and some of them say, well, I'm taken care of. I got a great life insurance plan. And I go, well, terrific. Do you mind just sharing it with me? They go, yeah, I'm paying $33 a month for $1 million. Man, I want that plan. Do you mind if I just take a look at it? And I look at it and they've been told it was whole life, but it's term. And they have no idea what the term means. And I'm saying, look, it was a 30-year term you got when you was in your 40s. It means if you don't pass away at 72, you don't have anything. It's not whole life, it's term. So they say, well, what, I've got heart disease now, I've got cancer. I'm going, you're going to have a tough time getting any kind of insurance at this late date, and then you're not going to be able to afford it. So those are the people that really just want the paycheck. And, to me, people say, well, why do you do this? You don't make any money. I don't charge them anything. They can use me all day long and I can help them and I don't ever see a bill from me. It's that I'd rather have them save their back pocket than my back pocket. It's to help them save their money. But at the same time, if I help you, Devin, and I give you the greatest quote, the best price, and you check up on me, you're going to give me greater referrals than you are if I just took advantage of you. So that's the reason why I do what I do. I have my clients work for me, which is terrific. So that's basically how I got into the business. After being in broadcasting for over 40 years, 40 years, it was a kind of a shock to go home and say, hey, guess what? That salary that I was making, we don't have anymore. You don't get paid until you kill something. That's kind of a harsh terminology, but you don't eat unless you sell something.
Yeah, that's it. That's the deal.
And so you say, well, she says, well, how much money are you going to get paid? I'm going, you don't get paid anything. You're on your own, so that's the reason why a lot of agents, the turnover is so high.
So glad to have that recap of Dave Manning's interview a little while back, 5starinsuranceplans.com. You can see that. I know she's got just a few minutes. We had a little electronic stuff. The storms have caused me some issues, but Brei Carter, my gorgeous sister from my hometown, is here. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. We got Tracy Hitz from the Hitz List standing by, but Brei, you've got some important news to share about something brand new coming April 14th or 15th?
The 14th. It's coming, Devin. How are you, though?
Look at there, that gorgeous girl for the good times.
Yes, ma'am. How are you doing today? You're looking fabulous.
Thank you. You always look fabulous. I mean, we were just talking to Dave Manning about veterans, of which you are one.
I'd do it all over again. Trust me. Hood, go Army, definitely enlisted and then an officer. It was just honestly, Devin, a great experience. And you just learn so much, not just about yourself, but your country. And then it's just the camaraderie that you get. And it's for a great cause. You're defending your country. You're defending the rights of everyone else. So it means a lot, honestly.
Well, people don't look at you, gorgeous glam person, and then go Army, but I think you can stand up in the what is it, International Women's Month and go, you know what? You can be all that you can be.
Oh my goodness, you took the words out of my mouth. All that you can be. Hey, and Army stands for Uncle Sam ain't released me yet. So that's what it's about.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Well, you know, you and I come from the same Northeast Louisiana area. How are your people? How did they work in the storms? I mean, everybody okay?
You know what? They are doing great. Thank the Lord Jesus. Oh my goodness. But it was scary and it was crazy. So my parents now live in Collinsville, Mississippi. So they but that area, you know, down in the Delta, it was like maybe an hour and a half away. And then my Indiana, they fared okay, but this weather is just so unpredictable. It just lets you know, hey, God is in control. You just better stay prayed up, and you know that's all I can say.
Our other sister, Tammy Arender, we're going to be hearing from her tomorrow because she is boots on the ground in Mississippi right now, talking to some of the farmers down there. So we're going to have a report from her. But man, the devastation is unreal. But I'm so glad everybody's okay from your home, and that's wonderful. Now let's move to music and let's talk about, you have picked some really cool songs to breathe new life in. Breathe new life in.
I like that. I have. So for the good times, obviously, right, all of that good stuff, and later on. But my out, it's for the lines of Brei Price. I went back to kind of that's me.
I love it. For the good times. Everybody knows the Brei Price version. So beautiful, so beautiful. And I think everybody has been there. This song is so special because people all know when a relationship is not going to go on.
Sure.
But let's just have a moment. And to have it from a woman's standpoint is really interesting, isn't it?
It really is. So in addition to that, Devin, it's not just about relationships for me when I was doing this song. It's just honestly a reminder that just in life too, hey, you know what? Show your gratitude, show love, because tomorrow's not promised to any of us. Think about going back to what you just said with the tornado, all of those victims and what have you. So it's more, you know, when I was younger, maybe it was about collecting things. It's more about the memories now and just making the most, because there's I tell people the only guarantee we got in life, unfortunately, is that we're all going to leave here. We're all going to leave this earth someday. That's the only guarantee, is death. So make memories, make sure you're doing everything, because it could be your last. So give it your all and love as hard as you can. It's better to have loved and lost than never to have had that experience at all. I'm just a firm believer of it.
Ooh, I am too. And thank you for bringing some traditional country back. These songs they don't have a shelf life. They have a forever life. And you have literally brought something new. And so April 14th for the good times, Brei Carter, God bless you. And you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for your time today.
Welcome. God bless you, Devin O'Day. Love you much. And
love you too.
For you.
Oh, take care, my friend.
Bye.
Bye. Cannot believe she's from my hometown. She's so awesome. She's so I'm going to talk about that next week in New Stuff Tuesday, because April 14th is just barreling down on us. You know what else is barreling down on us? A bunch of dinosaurs at the Nashville Zoo. Coming up, the hits list. Well, that's just one thing we can do any weekend here in Nashville through July. But Tracy Hitz from the Hitz List is with us in this dismal day of drizzle and thunderstorms. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Fantastic. I venture to say, like, where are you today? I mean, you're always in a new place.
I'm just in East Nashville. I was just running in between
Oh,
Thanks.
I'm so glad that you're here. And my gosh, there have been so many music happenings. A lot of Opry debuts. Ben Burgess and Lauren Weintraub made Opry debuts this past week. What are some things going on around Nashville?
Yeah, it does seem like there's a lot of Opry debuts. I saw Mae Estes also made hers, which was super
Oh,
exciting.
she's one of my absolute favorites. If you guys don't know about Mae Estes, y'all go because she's the stuff too.
Yep, she's definitely on her way. Well, usually talk about music, but I wanted to talk about food. We do talk about food sometimes too because we both love it.
Mhm.
But it's the Nashville Scene's annual Iron Fork, which is like a take on Iron Chef.
Yes.
And so that's tonight, and that's at the Musicians Hall of Fame and Museum. So even if it's a great location for that too. If you haven't been to the museum, it's a cool place for an event. Obviously, the Source Awards are there every year, but this should be a fun one to see which chef can take it all home. This is the 14th year of it, so always a good time. And then tomorrow and Saturday, you got Brian McKnight, and he's doing a two solo shows a night, 6:30 and 9:30 at City Winery tonight and tomorrow and Saturday. Sorry. We've also got Morgan Wade. She's over at the Ryman, which is I'm so excited for that one. If you're looking for just like a cover band and some fun, the Eagles tribute band, Seven Bridges will be on the Sky Deck Assembly Food Hall tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah, so that they are a blast. And then also down at the Franklin Theater, it's the Country Legends starring Patrick Thomas and Rachel Potter. They both were on reality TV shows, I think The Voice and The X Factor, and I think Rachel was on Broadway. So what they're going to go through and sing Hank Williams and Patsy Cline and all of those types of country classics down at Franklin Theater tomorrow. So that one looks fun. One of my all-time favorites, Leanne Rimes, will be at the Ryman.
Oh my gosh. How did I miss that Leanne was going to be in town? Her voice it just kills me. Just kills me.
I know it's crazy because I think I started following her right when she was 16 years old and just kind of crushing it. But yeah, she doesn't play often. So when she does, you got to definitely go. And at the Ryman is like the perfect spot for it.
When she was like 13, they re-released like an old album that she did of things like she recorded things like the Star Spangled Banner. And it's like the best version. And then people were playing it at events like rodeos and stuff. They were playing this version. I said, how old was she when she did that? 7.
Oh,
that kind of talent. Oh my gosh. And just incredible. I last saw her on the stage of the Ryman with Tanya Tucker, and Tanya's got a slate of shows coming up too.
Yes, she is amazing. Yep. So we also got some comedy going on. Rodney Carrington, if you haven't seen his show, that's at TPAC. That's probably a 21 and over show.
Oh yeah,
with his humor. But he does make me laugh. You can sometimes just find him walking around downtown Nashville as well. So just kind of asking people things and just being funny. So that's fun. We've got, I don't know if you follow, I'm sure you do, Smithfield, but they're doing an intimate evening down at Franklin Theater. Yeah. On Saturday. So the story and songs type of show that we all love here in Nashville. That's tomorrow. Also tomorrow at the Lipstick Lounge, you've got some current voice contestants. So they're actually competing right now. I think they're going to the live shows, but they've made it through. So they're going to be at Lipstick Lounge on Saturday at 6:00. So that'll be a fun one. And then Monday, you've got Allie and AJ at the Ryman. And then there's some jazz going on at the Analog on Monday night as well. And I love the Analog Hotel that's so amazing, and jazz there is awesome. So I don't know Sophia Goodman, but I feel like if she's at the Hutton, she's probably pretty good.
That room is beautiful. If you have not checked out that room, I will say, now I'm going to say, if you do get an adult beverage, be prepared to pay for it.
That's true. There is one other thing.
Even water and Coca-Cola is expensive, but so just know that just be prepared. The sticker shock might get you.
Yeah, that's true. It's once you walk in, you're like, this is very beautiful. I expect to pay a lot for my drink, maybe. I was going to say that there is the stories behind the songs, like Tim McGraw and the Warren Brothers are going to be at Franklin Theater on Monday night too. That's sold out, but I don't know if there's a secondary market for it, but I saw that pop up and I was like, I'm sorry, what's happening? So Tim McGraw and the Warren Brothers and Tom Douglas.
Oh my gosh, what an incredible show, man.
Yeah.
Facts, if you want to hear stories and songs every Saturday, 12:15, we open the stage to stories and songs from the best songwriters in Nashville. Backstage Nashville, 30 and Lindsley. Every Saturday, it's a matinee show.
I love it. I love that show.
Well, Tracy, thank you so much for keeping us in touch. The hitslist.com, you can go to that in case you miss something. She always gets a full flight of stuff if you want to find something to do. And also, if you're an artist who wants to get your brand on, Hitz and Branding is her company. And I always say call Tracy first. When you first get to town, call Tracy.
I love it.
All right, Tracy, you have a great rest of your day. Stay dry.
I will, I think.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, I just love what she brings to our show every week. And I know so do you, because if I miss her, people are, where's the hits list? Where's the hits list? Well, always go to the hitslist.com. She's always got good stuff happening, as do the Nashville Predators.
Hockey in Music City just hits different. It's one big honky-tonk party. It's the sea of gold in the crowd, the goals, the saves, the celebrations. It's an experience like no other. Experience Predators hockey all season long. Visit NashvillePredators.com/season tickets and join the Loyal Legion today. That's NashvillePredators.com/tickets, and we'll see you at Bridgestone Arena.
It's time for our daily giggle, brought to us by 50 Forward and the All of Us Research Program. Join allofus.org/50 Forward to get counted. Now for our daily giggle.
I want to know this, how much I love you. So please don't make my sun shine away. Is it good?
I did that just because it made my heart smile. Please don't take my sunshine away. Is it good? Yeah, it's good. We don't have sunshine outside today. We've got storms and rain throughout the rest of the day, but it's good because we're here and we have each other, and that's the most important thing. Farm and Friday is tomorrow. Hope you will join me. Got some folks joining us right now. Corinne said, you can have my boat if you need it. I know. I looked out in the pasture today and it was like, what? Over on LinkedIn, Marty Rabin. I love you too, Marty. Good to have you here. Steve Burney. Hey, Steve Burney, got my passport. Steve Burney's going to Ireland with us. Yes, indeed. Elizabeth, these darn work calls this week, it's interfering with Devin's family time from 11 to 11:30. It is. All right. And Nancy says that was so sweet. I think Nancy, aren't you going to Ireland? Yes. Oh, she and John are celebrating a big anniversary. I'm not going to say which one because I don't know if it's okay to say that, but yay. We got a bunch of y'all that's going to Ireland, and but we're not going this week. We're going to go next week. So we're going to be here and keeping the roads. Well, hopefully we'll keep the roads interesting with Main Street Today every day. Be safe, everybody. Be kind. And remember, most of all, you are loved. Have a great and safe rest of your day.
We are home. We are family. We are things to do.